So Donald Trump has ordered the removal of this very powerful and true photo from all museums and any national parks that it may hang in. And so this is a picture of an enslaved African who was beat profusely various times. He was whipped, and which was a very common practice during slavery. You know, you can remove all the artifacts and pictures that you want, but it will never erase the stain, the spiritual stain on America that slavery brought. See, you got to understand, some things that you do in life, right, have such a magnanimous impact that it shifts the very atmosphere, spiritually speaking. And so what slavery did in this country is it shifted an atmosphere. It opened up the portals of hell, because that's where that kind of hate can only reside. To enslave a group of people and to oppress and suppress them and kill them and do all manner of evil to them, it raises from the pits of hell. And so when that happens and you continue to live in it, and then over decades and years, you continue to perpetuate it in now systematic racism and in other ways, then that spirit has not only laid dormant, but it has grown. You understand? And so what you're doing, racist white folk, is you are sealing your own fate. Because see, God does moves in seasons, understand? And so he has given you all you time to change. And I'm talking to racist white folk. If you are an ally, don't let this offend you, okay? God has given you warnings to change, but you don't want to. So now that you have a president who clearly thinks that by changing things in the natural, it will circumvent the repercussions of your spiritual sins and of the sins of your ancestors, he thinks that's going to nullify it. But oh, I'm here to tell you, you will reap what you sow. And just like the blessings passed down in generations, so do the curses. So because you chose to stay racist because great-great-great-grandmom was racist, and your mama and daddy were racist, and everybody around you was racist, and you still choose to be racist, and not only that, teach and preach, white pastors, racism to your children and family and congregations, you will reap what you sow. So you know what, y'all, black folk, don't be moved by him removing pictures, because see, that's what people do. When they know that their demise cometh, you do things in the natural to think it will circumvent what's going to happen in the spirit. But it's already started. And just like people say, the best is yet to come, the worst is yet to come. See, the problem is, you as Christians sometimes, Christ followers, you always want to talk about the love and grace of God, but you never want to talk about God's vengeance and God's justice. Because when he says, as a man sow, he shall reap. That's a consequence. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So, again, remove all the artifacts. Hell, remove everything. But what you cannot remove is what you have sowed and what your ancestors have sowed in this earth realm in America with chattel slavery, and you have not repented for it. And because of that, I promise you, you will reap what you sow.